Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's DeShawn Hollywood here, if you don't already know. And oh my gosh, so I just so happened to get up today. I'm scrolling down my timeline and I come across, it said it's National Coming Out Day. What? So I'm like, okay, wait a minute. It's just another one of those bullshit tags that are always out here. Or is this something legit? Of course, this is going to be the perfect time for me to tell my personal coming out story. I've been wanting to do this video for quite some time, but I just didn't know if I was really ready to get into it. Like, I feel like there's so many different layers to this story. So, I'm going to try to keep it as brief as I possibly can because I don't want it to be too long because we all know how those long-ass YouTube videos can be. So I'm going to try to just get straight to the point and let you guys know all the different layers of my coming out story. So, if you're interested in finding out how I became this fabulous, sassy, and classy person that I am today, then keep watching. So, coming out. First I'm gonna start off with friends, like how I came out to my friends. When I was in elementary school, middle school, and in high school, people always kind of already formed their own opinions about me. It always was like, oh my God, he's so feminine. Oh my God, you write like a girl. Oh my God, listen to the way you talk. Look at the way you walk. Everything that I did growing up throughout my life was always criticized by my peers. Like, it did not matter what it was that I did. It just seemed like I could never do anything right. Somebody was going to be calling me gay because of it. That was my life. But you know, growing up as a kid, I didn't really know about that. Like, I didn't really know, like, oh, if I'm feminine, then that means I'm gay. Or if I use my hands when I talk, like, those are just my mannerisms. But, you know, to society, that means you're gay or you're acting like a girl. So that is something that kind of was always in my head and that I had to be aware of, like, oh, well, don't do this because if you do, then, like, people are going to think you're gay, like, or don't, you know, anything. You just can't do it these days in the world without somebody criticizing you or judging you. But it wasn't exactly until junior year of high school when I came out to just my friends. I came out to two of my best friends, two of my female best friends. One of them named Jalen and the other one was named Chelsea. When I truly figured it out, I was like, oh my God, I'm starting to have these feelings. I'm getting so curious about men. I want to know. Because I dated women. Oh, that's another thing I didn't tell you guys. I dated women throughout my entire life. From elementary school all the way up until high school, I was with women. Like, I really did like them. I liked the relationship that I was in with them. I didn't feel like, oh my God, I'm just doing this to kind of act like I'm not gay when really I am. No, legit. I was like, I'm going to be with a woman. We're going to have kids. I'm going to get married. Like, that's just what it was. That was my story. But junior year of high school, I ended up like just being very, very curious, and it was affecting me so badly. I'm like, I don't know. So I thought, you know what? You're bi, because you do still like women, but you're having these thoughts and dreams and curiosity about men. So you're bi. So at this point, when I started to have these thoughts and I really felt like I need to tell someone. I need to tell someone close to me. So I called Chelsea first. And I called Chelsea and I'm crying, like bawling my eyes out. And I'm like, I need to tell you something, best friend. And she's like, what's wrong with you? Like, why are you crying? Like, what's the problem? Like, are you hurt? Like, she was in defense mode. Like, why? What? Like, what's wrong with you? And I'm just like, Chelsea, I think that I'm bisexual. I'm so scared about it. And I feel like I'm a disappointment and I'm just another stereotype or a statistic where, like, you know, black man that dresses well, that looks nice, that does well in school is usually always gay, because the ones that are not are usually on bullshit or really hood or kind of like starting trouble instead of just mingling and playing with the girls. So yes, I told her, and she's like, it's okay. And I think she kind of knew that I might have been gay already, because she was like, even if you're not bisexual, like, that's okay. It doesn't matter. Like, I still love you. I'm still your friend. Like, whatever, who cares? Later on down the line, if you decide, hey, this is what I'm going to do for good, then oh well, so be it. That's you. And I'm like, oh my gosh, she really does love me. Because, like, she stood by me. Like, no, you good. You got this. And then, right after I got off the phone with her, I called Jalen. And I'm like, Jalen, I need to tell you something. Same story, same spiel. And she's like, what? And I'm like, I think I'm bisexual, or I think I'm gay. Like, I don't know. She instantly starts bawling, crying her eyes out, like sobbing over the phone. And I'm like, girl, is this your moment or mine? Like, I'm the one that's supposed to be crying here. I'm the one that's supposed to be giving it all types of dramatics. Why are you crying? And she's just on the phone with me like, I feel like it's my fault. I introduced you into the cheerleading world, and this always happens to guys in the cheerleading world. I was dying. Like, I could not believe it. I mean, it was the sweetest thing ever. But I'm like, girl, it is not your fault. It is not because you introduced me into the cheerleading world why I turned out to be gay. No, I think these are feelings that were probably always there. But growing up in this society, I suppressed them. And no, it was not her fault. But I love the fact that she felt that way and she was so passionate about it. And she was still crying. And I'm like, girl, don't cry. Like, I'm about to cry. Like, I need you to help me get past this, get through this. I'm like, I'm not telling anyone. I've only told you and Chelsea. Like, please just keep it at that. Don't tell anyone. They continue to accept me and love me like nobody's business. Like, it was so beautiful to see them kind of be on my side like that. And I knew that I truly had people in my corner, regardless of if I was gay or straight. And I just felt so good about it. Moving on to coming out to my mother. I honestly wanted to come out to my mother as soon as I found out about it, because me and my mom have always had that relationship. Like, even when I first started having sex, I told my mom, like, look, girl, I'm not a virgin. I need to just tell you because you're my best friend. You know, we kind of grew up together. We in this together, girl. So I just, you know, I'm having sex. It is what it is. And she was like, I knew you was having sex. You was smelling yourself the whole time. I hate when parents say that. They always try to say, like, oh, when you go through puberty, when you become a teenager, when you start having sex, you start acting a certain way. Girl, you don't know that. Like, that's not a thing. Like, parents, cut that out. Y'all don't be knowing. Y'all just think y'all be knowing because y'all was young and hot mamas, baby bloomers when y'all was younger. That ain't us. It was us, but still, y'all know. But anyway, so I actually came out to my mom a whole year later than when I came out to my two best friends. And that was because I had heard too many horror stories, like just from either friends coming out or like boyfriends at the time. Like, there was horrible experience. I had one friend, literally his mom tried to beat the gay out of him. Like, no, I'm whooping your ass, like trying to beat this gayness out of you. That terrified me. I had another friend whose mother was well into the church, like a church goer, woman, praiser, worshiper to the fullest. And she wrote this man a note telling him how she didn't raise any faggots. There would be no faggots in her home. He was going to hell and he was going to die alone. Like, all of this stuff. So I was like, what? I had another friend who, when he came out to his family, they all put him out, just threw him out on the street. He tried to swallow a bottle of pills. Like, it was crazy. Like, coming out is not the easiest thing in the world. You never know if your loved ones are going to accept you or if they're not going to accept you. So it's like, you can't get mad at people that even don't ever want to come out. Because when I came out, I did not think that I was going to experience or have to go through a lot of the things that I did. So at the time, I believe I was working at Macy's. And when I was working at Macy's, a lot of my mom's friends would come in and out of there just shopping, or either people I went to school with or whatever. But I felt really confident and like myself when I was at work, because I was working in the juniors department in Macy's, and all the guys, like literally every single one, I think except for one, was gay. So this was the first time I was seeing boys like get their eyebrows done, get their lashes done, wear makeup, and like have a beat face coming to work and just out here living so proud and happy and mighty and not giving a fuck what anyone had to say. So I was like, whoa, like, okay. So, you know, I'm living in my glory, having a good time. Well, apparently, one of my mom's friends came in and saw me, and this was one of her male friends, and they had been friends for years. And he came in and he saw me, and I guess the way that I was dressed, he felt that that was a sign that I was gay. So he called my mom and was like, is DeShawn gay? Like, is your son gay? Like, I saw him today and he was looking like gay. Like, I don't know. He was kind of, what? First of all, my mom went off. Honey, I still remember how loud that woman was yelling. Like it was yesterday, screaming at the top of her lungs, don't worry about my effing son, my son, da 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 da. Like going off on the phone, like cussing him out, ripping him a new one, honey. Like, I swear, I bet you he'd never comment on anybody's son being gay or not again, because my mom ate him up with salt and pepper, honey. Like, let that man have it. So when she got off the phone with him, she bust into my room and she's just crying her eyes out. Like, why is everybody worried about my son? Someone always has to say something about my son. They're always worried about what you're doing. You are an amazing kid. Like, I don't care. She's like, even if you are, I don't care. You're my son. She's like, I'm never talking to him ever again. Like, I will never speak to him again. Disrespecting my son. And I'm like, wow, like, what? Did I really just cause all of this drama? Did I cause all of this commotion? Like, my mom is literally crying her eyes out. She literally just stopped being friends on the spot with someone that she's known for years. I'm like, whoa, this is too much. And I couldn't just sit there and allow my mother to lose one of her best friends that she's been friends with forever because of something that could have possibly been true. So at this point, I'm like, you know what? I have to tell my mom. I've been very honest with my mom. I'm praying that it doesn't go left or it doesn't go bad. But, I mean, if it does, it's just something I got to deal with. But I'm not going to keep causing this type of havoc with, you know, something that could be true. So I just was like, Mom, mind you here, sweating profusely, crying, like trying to hold the tears in my eyes, but you could just see it was puddles, like all in my eye, like just heart beating so fast. Like, I was so nervous, y'all. Like, I was so scared. Not nervous like, oh my God, like my mom gonna not like the fact that I'm gay. I thought I could possibly tell my mom this and I'm about to lose my best friend. I'm not going to have my partner in crime anymore. I'm not going to have the person that truly has been there for me since the beginning. And I just sucked it up and I told her, and I was like, Mom, I am gay. And I can't have you out here losing your friends over something that's possibly true. So I'm sorry, but I am gay. And I just put my head down and I'm like bawling, crying. And she goes, really? Oh my God, I'm glad you told me. Like, well, now I know, like, what to say and what not to say. Like, why didn't you been tell me this? Do you have a boyfriend? Like, oh my God, what's his name? Have you had sex yet? Doesn't it hurt? And I'm like, Mom, like, like, girl, what? Like, I was not ready for that. I was not ready for her to take it that well. I was not ready for her to get into, like, sex life and shit like that. But honey, no, she was like, what? Let me know the tea. Like, what's going on? Like, who is he? What he done did? Like, is he cute? I want to see him. Like, she was on that, honey. So I'm sitting here thinking like, bitch, I thought I was about to lose my best friend. I should have been came out. You took it like this? What? So yes, she took it so well. And that is when, I promise you, at that point, it was a wrap. I did not care. Like, it was like, I'm about to be me. I'm about to queen out. I'm about to live it up because my best friend is still in my corner. Also, my two other best friends that I told was still in my corner. Like, I'm good. But I told her, I was like, I'm not telling my dad. I was like, I'm not telling him. I'm like, you could tell him, but I just can't have that conversation with him right now. And, honestly, my mom was the best person in the world about it. Like, I cannot believe how amazing she was. This is the thing that truly, truly let me know, if I didn't already know, that my mom loved the ground that I walked on. She went out and signed up for a LGBTQ class so that she can be educated and know the ins and out of this lifestyle, because she knew I have a son that's a part of it. So now I'm a part of it and I'm accepting it, and I'm going to educate myself on what to say, what not to say, what it is, what's trans, what's bisexual, what's gay, what's queer, what's lesbian. And I respect my mom so much for that. She didn't even hesitate. She didn't even go through a moment of having a like issue with me being gay. Like, no, she was like, yep, it is what it is. I'm about to educate myself on it. Mommy, I love you so much for that. You don't understand how much that pushed me forward and how much it truly caused me to be a successful person today, because you were truly there for me from the beginning, and you did not care what anyone had to say. You accepted me, and I'm just so thankful, because I know so many friends that did not have that, and they were not as easily accepted or opened into their family, and I thank you for that, because you did it for me. That's where I was. Thank you so much, Mommy. I love you. Coming out to my dad, so when my mom finally told him or whatever, he called me and he was just like, I asked you before if you were gay and you told me no. So why did you lie to me? And I was like, because when you asked me before, I didn't know. I didn't feel that way in my heart, but now I feel it in my heart. So that's why I'm coming out to my parents, and that's why I'm telling you. So then he proceeds to say to me, like, okay, well, I still love you, but I don't accept that. And at the time, I thought that, like, okay, well, I mean, at least that's fair. But now that I'm thinking about it, it's like, you got me fucked up. Like, you got me all the way fucked up. Because to love me is to accept me, regardless, flaws and all. Like, gay, straight, green, purple, Down syndrome, like, mentally disabled, whatever. It means to accept me. And if you don't know anything about it, do what my mom did. Educate yourself about it. So him and I didn't really have a good relationship from that point on, because it was just like, one, I don't even feel like that after you and my mother divorced, you were that much in my life, like how a father should be in a son's life. And then you got the nerve to try to criticize or have a comment on the way that I am. I'm gonna give you one of these. In my Nene Leakes voice. Bitch, the fuck? You do not have an option to be mad or upset or not accepting, because you were not there to shape me into the man that you wanted me to be. So, again, I'm gonna give you one of them. Next, moving on, I can't talk about him because I get irritated. But before I end this video, I really just want to talk to anyone out there and let them know that it is okay. Like, it gets easier, it gets better. I know it seems like it's probably the worst thing ever to do, but you can do it. Just like I came out, just like other people in the world came out, you can do it too. I'm not rushing you because I do believe that everyone should come out at their own time when they're truly ready, because at that time I truly was ready. I was ready to take the consequences that came with it of what was going to happen. So I truly just think that, you know, when you're ready and you feel it in your heart, then come out. And it's so much more fun outside of the closet than in. I made it through this video. I'm sorry for the little tearjerker moments. I was really trying not to do that at all. But I just really got emotional because, you know, I knew so many people that didn't get that love and support. But if you like this story time of me coming out, then I need you to like, subscribe, share, hit the notification button, and please don't play me. Like, come on now. You didn't watch the video, you all the way at the end, like, hit the subscribe button. And also, if you guys like this look that I have right now, this is me. I have a video, it's a Givenchy tutorial review, OG versus new video. So check that out to find out how I got this look. But yes, I'm DeShawn Hollywood. Thank you so much for watching. And until next time, stay beat.